In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a single word pocket that is super quick, easy, straightforward, and can achieve the neatest result possible. Trust me, this is going to be one of the easiest technique you've seen so far. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, consider subscribing using the red button down below and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss my sewing tutorials. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So right here, I have two pieces of fabric cut out already. One is my lining and the second one is an interfacing. They are both the same size, so I'm going to take that to my ironing board and iron the interfacing to the lining. And once that was done, I have something that looks like this. And I also went ahead and made this marking onto the interfacing side. And this is 4 inches, or the longest side is 4 inches and the shortest side is 0.6 inch. So right now I'm just showing you this is the 4 inches longest side and here is 0.6, and I went ahead and divided the 0.6 into 2. The space here is 1 inch and the space on the other side is as well 1 inch, and above here I have 1.25. Okay, so on my jacket itself, I went ahead and mark out the same thing that I marked onto this interfacing. I marked it onto my main jacket as well. It's exact same measurement, but I just made sure that I position it in the place where I want my wet pocket to be. So the way that I got that position is from the hemline or the down part of my jacket. I came up by 8.5 and I positioned it there. So now we need to marry these two marks together. What we have on the interfacing and what you have on your main jacket, we are going to match them together. And in order to do that, I am going to use my pin to kind of transfer those corners onto the lining surface. Okay, and that's just to help me to match it right, just to make sure everything aligns well. You will see what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, so I just went ahead and used my pin to transfer those corners onto the other side of this piece so that I can know where this rectangle is actually positioned. So now, using those 4 points that I've marked, I went ahead and match up this rectangle to the rectangle on my jacket. So just marry both of them together, make sure they are properly aligned. And once you're satisfied with the positioning, go ahead and use your pin to secure them in place. This step is quite easy. It's not difficult once you make sure you use that method of transferring the rectangle to the other side using the pin like I did. It makes it a whole lot easier to match up, because you're actually not seeing what you're trying to match up underneath, but with the help of those points that I marked, it becomes a bit easier to match them up properly. So if you get that right, you won't have any issue at all. Actually, it's not a big deal. It's just to make sure that the position that you intended remains as it is. So now take this to your sewing machine and sew around the rectangle. And once I was done sewing around that rectangle, I have something that looks like this. I don't know if you can see my stitches, but that was it. So now you need to cut through that middle point, and we are going to cut through the middle point and also make this diagonal cut. So that's why I'm using my chalk to mark the diagonal part like so. So I'm starting off to cut using this cutter tool just to make a hole onto that middle line, because my scissors cannot cut it right away. So after making the hole, I went ahead and put my scissors and then I cut through that middle line. And once I get to the tip of that slant line, I pause and I cut towards the slant path. So I'm going to repeat that same process onto all of the edges. And when you're cutting this part, make sure when you're cutting the diagonal portion, make sure you cut it as close as possible to the corner of your seam. Cut as possible, as close as possible to your seam, but try not to cut your seam. Okay, it is very important you cut as close as possible, because if you don't, it's not going to come out as flat as it should. All right, so once you're done, then you are going to tuck this in through that O onto the wrong side. I think I forgot to tell you that you should place that black pocket onto the right side. So you should place the mark onto the right side of your jacket, okay? So once you're done turning it to the other side, then go ahead and give it a very nice press. And after the press, I have something that looks like this, so clean at this point. And on the right side, this is what I have. Okay. So now this is where the magic actually is. Now watch what I'm going to do. So you just have to fold it over this way. So pinch it this way and fold over. So the edge of your fold should meet up with where the opening ends. Okay, so it should match up with where the opening ends. It shouldn't overlap. Okay, it's not like this. No, it's like this. So it should stop where that opening ends. All right, once you're done folding, just pin it and then we'll take it to the machine. But just before I go, this is what the underneath looks like, so you can get the actual thing we are doing with the fold. All right, so you can actually fold it from up like so. So just fold it. Then here is completely flat. Okay, I hope it's self-explanatory. So once you're done folding, put your iron and iron it flat, and you can see it's completely closed now and the welt is created already. So now you can use your paint to secure it in place and then take it to your sewing machine, and I'm going to be showing you how to sew. So you are going to be sewing on that tiny part, you know, where we made that diagonal cut, that really close to that part. That's where you're going to sew. So now I'm done doing that side. I'm going to go ahead and do the second side as well, just the same way. Okay, and once I was done stitching, here is what I have. You can see my stitches. It was really close to the end of my rectangle. All right, so the next thing to do now is to measure what this pocket now is. Now I have 6.5 inches by 6 inches. Then I went ahead and cut out the fabric of that exact size. Then I'm going to place it on top of it like this. I will use my paint to secure it in place as well. Then I will take it to my sewing machine and stitch the two pockets together without touching your main jacket. You are dealing with the two pockets only. Okay, so again, I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm going to be stitching really close to that edge again. That's where I'm starting from. And then I will go around. I'm just using my chalk to make the mark, the path where I'm sewing through. Go ahead and sew it all the way around like so. The magic is basically complete, you guys. It's basically complete. So easy, practical, and beautiful. So once I was done joining the pocket, I have something that looks like this, and I have a bit of excess on my pocket, which I went ahead and trim off because I don't need that. And yeah, that's it. And on the right side, of course, voila, beautiful. It's just so clean. It's so sweet to make, you guys. Try this method. It's going to make your life a lot easier, and everything is looking so nice, as you can see. And just to let you know that the purpose of ironing interfacing onto the pocket was to give it a bit more structure, because if it's too soft, it could be folding inside your jacket, and we don't want that. And of course, the pocket opening, we want it to have a bit of strength as well. So that's it, guys. Leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my regular sewing videos. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up. Let's meet in the comment section, and I hope you will check this next video out. Till I see you next time. Bye bye.